story of Todd
start?
Street. Well, I had the great privilege of starting Todd Street about 10 years ago. We're enjoying our 10th anniversary this year.
How did that happen? How did it come to be you?
Well, I was approached to put in a bid for the position, and I'd had experience historically setting up training and development programs for small business, and also a skill and enterprise centre. At one point in time, ran that for quite a few years.
But you'd never done an incubator before?
Never done an incubator.
No.
But I think the longer you work with small business, the more passionate, well, certainly I started to become about working with people starting their own enterprises. The great thing about incubation, I think, is that it just gives you this terrific environment, a fantastic, well, in the case of Todd Street, a fantastic building. So when I started in March 1999, it was a gutted warehouse. Council had purchased the property with the federal government, and
with a view to making it something like this?
Turn it into a space that would house about 30 start-up companies, and we've got now 58 workspaces. So that's not what it was back then, though. There was me and 300 pigeons and nothing else.
And pigeons didn't need any help?
The pigeons, yes, well, it really fitted with the whole incubation thing, didn't it?
Yes,
So,
it did, yeah. Eggs everywhere.
Eggs everywhere.
Yes.
So the birds didn't last long, unfortunately, but...
we won't talk about the birds.
We won't talk about that.
No.
But we were very keen to get as many people in the place as possible. So, yes, it
Actually,
was
one
myself.
question.
Yeah.
Where did you get the first people who came in here? Did you advertise, or did you...
It was largely word of mouth. We had, just through local business contacts, we had a lot to do with the Business Enterprise Centre in the very early stages of our growth, and they had business networking and advisory services back then. So it was great to get those referrals. So we started with 6 people in the early days, and we all had mobile phones. We didn't have reception, we didn't have anything. But even back then, the key point of the incubator was to help those companies to grow. And since that time, we've helped 50 clients start from scratch. They now have graduated from the incubator.
They're turning over?
They're turning over approximately $147 million per annum revenue. They've actually created over 165 new jobs. So one of the reasons why the City of Port Adelaide Enfield in particular has continued to support the incubator, they own the property. We basically are housed within this space with their sponsorship, but outside of that we run the incubator exactly like a business. So we think it's important to walk the talk, as the cliche goes, and so we're providing a one-stop shop really for people who, you know, perhaps it's for people who have started their own business. They might be operating a business from home. Nobody likes to sit there home alone. The one time they get a great client on the phone, the dog barks or the postie whistles, or there's always some sort of distraction. I think a lot of our clients have also admitted to us prior to coming into the incubator, there's perhaps not the discipline at home. They might be staying in their jammies.
So you discipline people?
Maybe an hour too long in a day before they really kickstart business for the day. The other thing that people have said to us is that separating out their home life from their professional life is often really difficult when you've got a home office. So I think for people who are perhaps developing things, they've got maybe 1 or 2 clients, they're experiencing cash flow challenges, they're the sort of people that come into the incubator for typically around 2 or 3 years.
So it's a lousy business model.
It is. It's something we're pretty proud of.
You're proud of your lousy business model?
We are proud of.
That's fantastic.
So,
and what's your role?
Basically, at least half of my time is spent supporting clients. I like to think of my role as the problem solver. have been referred to on occasion as a mother hen, probably for a variety of reasons. But I think it is about nurturing people, nurturing their business. When people have problems, they usually come to me to talk with them about the problem, how it might be addressed. We've helped people recruit staff, get casual bookkeepers in, develop their client base. We've got Jan and Jeff on site here, they're fantastic business advisors. So nobody has to go very far to get any sort of business support. So it saves people time, aside from anything else. Port Adelaide is a fantastic place to work. And it is also a fantastic place to live, so I'm told.
Yes, that's right. One day when the surf comes here.
When the surf comes. The odd king tide, I tell you, I've got excited about that.
That's right, we'll leave it there.
So that's
Excellent.
right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.